Hi guys, LessThanThreeMan here, and welcome to the Nut. Today we're talking about Week 6 of NUPL, and we're gonna get into our first game here.
Won't you present like me, Stories, and Jason?
No, they
Oh,
saw
I'm
us
sorry.
last episode. It's okay.
See, we just did.
Yeah, we got it.
We're
Okay.
professionals here. We do
Yeah,
this for a
yeah,
living,
yeah.
right?
Let's watch Kiyo
Yeah.
versus MasterChief here. We see a rain team versus just like a normal
No water
balance.
Yeah, but without on water absorb.
Yeah. Water resist Serena.
Yeah, that is pretty brutal. Okay, yeah, let's get into it. You do kind of see a redundancy with Chandelure and Toxtricity. They kind of fulfill similar roles, but it's also like a special overwhelm. Turn 1 Terra is crazy, but
It is.
Insane.
yeah.
It is.
It makes sense. To be honest, Marco sort of fast-paced with this type of
Kia's probably thinking like he wins this matchup anyway, so who cares?
He's not totally wrong.
Yeah, I mean, Basque Legion's just gonna click at this point, and then now that the Swampert is weakened, Overquill wins. You flip turn here? Oh my god! Oh, that was a crit. I was gonna say half is crazy. That's not banded though. I don't think. Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
it
say
isn't.
banded.
Just Mystic Water.
Banded definitely
That's helmet.
does more. There's a nod.
This helmet Serena too.
No, it's sword. No, greed.
Agreed. I guess it's not greedy, but now the Swampert's a little
Yeah.
healthier. Your rain's
Yeah.
about to run out. Well, I guess you just get it back up for free here. Oh,
No, you knock here, Master Chief.
yeah, I would have
Yeah.
knocked there, but rocks up is
So I
nice
think
too,
you-
I guess.
I think you rain first.
Yeah,
You get
for
more
sure.
turns that way.
Okay, knock off on the kilo. This thing's gonna hurricane for a bunch. A weather ball. I guess
For
you're
nothing.
expecting. I guess you're expecting Toxtricity to come in there, but that probably was the play. Actually, you need Swampert as healthy as possible.
Yeah.
Is this Mystic Water with 3 water moves?
It might be 4 water moves.
So Kiyo just doesn't even have an out versus like a Toxtricity, or not a Toxtricity, a Toxic Croak.
Probably it's like Scythings or like
Could be
Terra Blast
Scythings.
Blast.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like a Vaporeon just soloed Kiyo. Like unironically.
Yep.
Throat chop. Oh snap! I love when throat
Yeah,
chop actually
that's sick.
like, works.
It's a cool move for sure.
Okay, you sack Uxie here. Get some extra recoil on there too, but then you just go Torn after and get the rain back up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Click twice and win.
Liquidation sleeps. Even just Torn itself kind of wins if they switch to Swampert.
Yeah, and then you start clicking Hurricane.
And you just liquidate here. Okay.
It's
I
good.
feel like this game was a lot closer than it should have been.
Then it should. Yeah, agreed on that.
I think
But
Kiyo was playing a little loose there.
yeah, well, I also think he was playing that way just because he knew he won anyway.
Yeah.
So
He had a fantastic matchup. Like that turn 1 Terra just showed how much confidence Kiyo had in the whole entire matchup. To be honest.
yeah, that was a really good bring by him. It's really
Yeah.
cool to see weather work out like that. In environments where weather is not overpowered, like around last year, sun was like really
Awful.
really
It's-
broken.
It's not nearly the same thing, like because like we talked, like if it had a Gastro or like even a Vapo, the game would be so much harder for Kiyo than
Yeah,
it was.
I mean, to be fair, most rain teams usually pack an answer to those anyway. Kiyo just kind of said, "Fuck that!
No.
I'm gonna win or lose at preview," and then Kiyo won at preview, which is pretty
We
sick.
ball.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball.
I
Alright,
think the hardest one to counter is the Vapo, but okay, another conversation.
let's see. We got an HO versus an O, just offense. Ambipom traditionally pretty good into these kinds of teams. You do see a lot of Terra Ghosts, but honestly, I don't think Terra Ghost is that good anymore. I feel like that's a relic Terra for like me and Xiao meta, because like nothing's really
Yeah.
clicking Fake Out. The one close combat user in the tier has Scrappy. I feel like Terra Ghost isn't that great anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only on Chinchino. The others do not expect that.
Even on Chinchino, I like Terra Electric because it lets you set up on clef key and hit belly bowl without getting static. But yeah,
I like it for the Shinchino mirrors with Encore. Sometimes that's useful.
True. Alright, we're gonna see Cramorant do Cramorant things versus no water immunity. This one is also like pretty freaking insane versus offense.
Yeah, Copper's basically gone.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be in Pikachu range too.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the Gold Missile got the KO, so it's not gonna get it. Okay, if it got the KO with Surf, that would have been crazy. But Gold Missile actually KOing the Copperaja was pretty bad for Hoenn. Triple Axe, are we gonna get a Flame Body?
We don't.
That'd be sick.
Okay.
But no.
Is it not knockoff?
No, knock.
It's probably not. It's probably fake out. Normal stab, I guess.
No way. I feel like knockoff is so good.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, that's a good double from Push.
But
You're kind of forced to rest early because of that Fire Blast burn, which sucks. But maybe you can get a poison. Okay, you do. Well, I guess with Ambipom, Dreadnought is a little mitigated, but without that poison, you were definitely cooked.
it gets a kill, but not 6.
Yeah.
Right, back into Shandy.
Okay, this
Nice
save.
job preserving. And I guess this isn't knockoff.
It's not
Maybe it's
knockoff. Yeah.
Bullet Seed or something last. Okay. I do wonder if sacking Kilo was the right decision from Hoenn.
No.
I just
Wait,
feel like
yeah.
having Amon faster than Scyther and Shinchino is pretty good. Okay, you get the double down
was gonna
here. Dreadnought for Diancie.
I think Push can win with a Terra this game. If he has like the
Oh, that's banded.
Terra Ghost. Oh, that's banded as hell.
But
U-turn?
oh,
Mm,
the Trailblaze. I don't think I like the Trailblaze, but if you pull Rest here, okay, you get the knock. Yeah, that's just gonna
Poison?
be fake out range. I mean, would Terra Steel live this? Okay,
probably
I mean,
double
Ghost.
Cryo.
it probably
Is it
wasn't
Ghost
Terra
Rat?
Steel. You see a Ghost
Yeah,
Rat.
Ghost Rat can do
Surely,
this.
surely you just triple Axel here, right? Yeah, it's like your
Yeah.
strongest move anyway. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, that could have been scary, but did Hoenn Terra? I guess you could be Terra Bug Fimp and you get the KO from like half.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
Pretty tough matchup for PU, I think. Just like Ambipom plus Choice Band Flygon is always going to be hard. And Cramorant could have done a lot more. But
Yeah.
pretty cool team from Hoenn.
I think it's the second win for Ambipom right now on NUPL as well.
Ambipom's good. Kinda.
I have Shengineer versus.
It's a Tormon.
You look at that CS team, you think, hey, it's Rain with Scrafty.
Yeah, it's
I don't believe
almost a
that's rain.
team. No, it's not. It's just a very tropical team. Oh, hey Shen. We're watching your game.
Yeah.
Oh, what fortunate timing.
Right? You got summoned.
And tell us your thoughts
Alright.
about this game, Shen.
You're so greedy for staying in there, bro.
Am I?
I
mean,
well,
maybe.
You decided to load a team with no Earthquake switch in, so I guess you're not greedy.
We got a Rip Bonnet
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
2 ground immunities. We're fine. Don't ask about that turn.
Okay, I know that turn. That was a flip turn to Cliffkey or Scrafty. So, that CC was fine.
Right. Also, okay, pause here. Never mind. Dead Bonnet. So I did have
Dead
speed
Bonnet.
EVs on my Bonnet. I EV'd to outspeed Klefki, but so that means that ZS had speed on his Klefki.
I love speed on
Unfortunately.
Cliffkey.
That's neat.
Damn.
Yeah.
Speed on Pascule.
Yeah, it's a slow ass Chandler. It's bulky.
Okay. So
That's
you
why
brought
he
no,
stayed on the
no
Flygon.
ground resist or speed. Oh, it's competitive Kilo because spikes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Same for me.
Tailwind for who?
The Basque, I guess.
Or the Scrafty.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just?
Big Scrafty. And then Diancie's broken, so it wins here. Wow, shocking.
Nancy is broken. It's true.
And Terra Water was a very fortuitous Terra to have.
True.
Yeah, I guess grass
All
would
right,
have been
now
core here.
pause here for a second. Pause here.
Okay.
When the Scrafty comes in. Okay, so what's going in my mind here is like, all right.
You're worried he's gonna encore you.
I'm worried he's gonna encore me. And then like I'm gonna get swept by like a DD Scrafty. But if you look at Diancie, if you hover over Diancie, I have 5 PP left. So even if he did encore me, he couldn't lock me into it forever, and I think I would be fine.
Yeah, you would just
like,
run out of Diamond Storms
running it down and then body press him to death. Yeah.
But you didn't do that.
No, I went Migo instead.
I think that's
yeah,
fine.
I see the immediate Terra Poison. Because like,
you still 2 KO
yeah,
this, and then even if they take a KO here, okay, yeah, you outspeed this. Do you get the roll? Oh, you don't.
And you know, this is why we run max speed Scrafty, folks. If you run Jolly, you'll outspeed Scarf Migo at +2, but ZS was not. And here I had a brief panic.
Okay.
It was Drain Punch. Oh no, it's Ironhead.
I get the flinch.
Well, you have to Ironhead here and go for like the triple flinch. Okay, that was good as ZS to play his outs. It was a cool team by him.
Two flinches into a Drain Punch, I think would kill me. But, yeah.
It's not TPP. It's
Knock might KO from.
True. Who's the famous player that? Oh, I'm not Lavos, so I'm good. I didn't have to get flinched to death.
Dude, Aurora is so lucky. I hate that guy. Just kidding, I love him. Alright. Onto the SM game, Etern versus Hacker. I think Hacker is undefeated up until this point, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yes. And it's NU.
Looks like a pretty good game for T-Spikes. I guess he got defogged, but there's no grounded poison.
Nice pursuit chip. I don't think that's banded. Maybe it is. Golbat's insane.
He's pretty thick.
Another plot.
Rocks
that was greedy. I would have just.
Yeah.
I would have just taken my KO the first time. Oh, it's not.
Savage spin out.
It's not Psychium. Is he Signal Beam? I guess that's for other slow games. Okay. I feel like Pangoro was kind of good this matchup.
Why do you say that? Just because Absol, or? Well,
they run Choppleberry with like SD Bullet Punch. Well, this one's not. This one's some other thing. But like Choppleberry SD, like you can SD on Steelix. Golbat, like it's not always Brave Bird, so you wall that. You KO Whimsicott with Bullet Punch. It like
that's
a lot of damage. Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
What the hell is Pangoro?
Yeah, and then this is crit Absol, I'm pretty sure.
Are all of Eternally's Mon names references to Hacker in some way?
They are. I love Etern's nicknames. This is
They're fire.
Yeah, Etern's nicknames are the best.
That was a really good double by Hacker to keep himself in this.
Biggest problem is like Etern still has a goal, but so like Comfy doesn't cleanse.
Those rocks are very greedy.
Yeah, am I the one who feels like Jensen sounds kind of like Awen? Maybe he's got the same mic.
I think it's just you.
You know, Big Tony, Big Tony and Rabia have the same exact voice.
They are pretty similar,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I am just tripping. Alright, but this bat is very fat.
This bat is very fat. How does Comfy not win from here?
Golbat.
Yeah, but dude, they should all run HP Psychic now. Like it's 2025. We need to stop running HP Ground. Just Grass, not Steelix. It's the same base power.
So this Pangoro was on 1% earlier in the game.
Oh, he's back.
Ouch.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, Pangoro is really good in this matchup. Need the Roost. Do you Pursuit here?
I think these turns are good here, if I remember.
Yeah.
Getting the chip is so big, especially to help Camp Pangoro.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Is it Bandit era?
It must be. He's playing it like it's Bandit, so that must be the damage.
Yeah. And if he Stone Edge there, he just won the game. That was insane. Stay from a turn.
Yep, there it is again.
And his
it again. No.
Etern just does.
It turns the ghost.
It is crazy that he risks that, but it's also like kind of a play he has to make. I guess it's just like a genuine 50-50 at that point.
Yeah.
Wow, that KOs?
This is such a great.
Dude, I love this fucking blue jelly bean. This
I
guy's
hate this.
awesome.
It's all mouth. Hit him
This
with them
blue
brave
jelly
bats.
bean with wings. He's so brave. It's faster than
Now you're gonna
Company
get
too. This
that.
thing has a lot of speed. Wow, that does a
Yeah.
lot. Does
It
a
looks
lot,
like
but
offensive.
not enough. No, they just run enough speed for. I mean, it
It was
depends on your
fast.
moves. Favorite Super Fang. It's enough speed for something. Because it has 90 base, you can be pretty flexible with how much investment you run.
I would call that the Golbat immortal game.
I love
It
Golbat.
was
You got, like,
Speaking
what?
of,
against that Pangoro though. Stories is talking about.
One
Sorry.
more.
speaking of Golbat,
Yes, there's another cool bet.
alright, lead Sock. Forces Garb out, or Size out even. I do think this turn 1 bulk up was kind of greedy, because it's sub bulk up. I feel like it's super free to just click sub in front of Size. But
Notice Bughouse's team is really slow. It's not Scarf, Gardevoir.
Oh yeah, true. See, Psychic Garb. I assume that's purely for the Garb mirror.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for the mirror.
For the black and white NU GIF, we all love.
So Swale is
You can
also,
check.
Alright, let's see. If you get a Dragon Tail here, that's really good, because Garb's gonna be low. But you don't get
What are
the
you saying
Dragon
about
Tail.
Zweilous?
I think it's an interesting pick given it's. I know it's PU, but do you think it's the standard rest talk version, or do you think it's a different version?
I mean, probably. We've seen a lot of
It's-
Zweilous.
It's
like,
PU
recently, right?
by usage, but I think it's literally used more in NU than in PU.
That's crazy. To
Yeah,
me.
It's pretty
Like-
popular
Yeah.
now.
Do we have better hazard setters, or what's like the difference?
We have Garb.
Yeah, you have Garb, and it pairs pretty well with Garb, but also, like, there's just a lot of Psychic and Ghost types in NU.
That's true.
Like, you have Gardevoir, who's fallen off because of all the dark types, like Mandy and... Well, you beat Mandy, because you can run Electric Gem T-Bolt. But, like, Zweilous
What do you
can always
mean?
come in.
Gardevoir is a part fairy type, right?
Not yet.
Interesting. Another pair, yeah, these pairs really
that-
suck. I feel like Zweilous got, like, insane mileage if those didn't happen, but...
Agreed.
Off of a discharge, too, I'm pretty sure, yeah, so... Discharge, turn 1 para into full paras, into pull rest on an Earth Power Spidef drop like this.
I
This
thought
game-
Rest heals you back up. I always thought that, but
This game was great.
Yo, Stories. You, the terrorist historian of Pokemon, probably.
Probably.
People use a lot of like knockoff on black and white games, but it was a thing on current gen when like knockoff was pathetically weak,
Uh-huh.
and it still is. But like, well, people had
Yeah.
that perception of using knock.
No, Knock is like a kind of recent... Well, not too recent, but like... It wasn't here when I first started playing, when SS was current gen. So it's been a few years now, but knockoff is used a lot more because Duocean is used a lot more.
Sensei Axew here with his Mon that he has a avatar. Oh, he's not gonna get the Sucker Punch mind game.
Unlucky.
I got my hopes up.
See,
Nope.
so knockoff was buffed in Gen 6, and it definitely influenced more knockoff in the early gens when people realized how broken removing items was.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was definitely
see-
a thing.
If you got the Dragon Tail off on Seismitoad, it wouldn't have been able to knock this Zweilous, and then this Zweilous kind of just like low-key walled everything.
Butterfly effect. One stray full para can change the course of a game.
Yeah,
And, like,
once
The guard
one
would've
5
been too
strays
low.
of full parrots. It happens to the best.
Good job getting the sub up there.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
think the
it's
sub could have gone up turn 1, but it's probably like the same consequence,
Ouch.
not gonna lie. It does suck. Dude, it really sucks that this Zweilous is asleep and paralyzed, and knocked, all because of like a discharge para into full para into full para into Earth Power Spidef chop. Like that's so unlucky, bro. I know this guy's gonna come in and win, because Electros is like the only Levitate Mon in this gen, or in this tier.
It's faster than Zweilous. How? I guess he went for Dragon Tail.
This Wireless is like,
slow.
yeah. And
But
Elan
Electros
speed
is like, oh, okay.
for
I
like
didn't realize
Mola.
Zweilous though. Ground gem, interesting.
Yeah, there's the mock, get the KO. I do wonder if Golbat can do this if you sledge here and get the poison. But yeah, you have to go hard Pylo here.
Okay.
And I think you just Icicle Crash or Spear. 3 hits, and then Giga Drain offsets all of that. Really
Yeah, no
weird
loaded dice
set.
today.
Yeah, it's a very interesting set. If you get like 5 hits here, and then oh, okay,
Maybe not.
maybe not. I just thought that maybe he would get something this game. Let's just get a paralysis here too. Damn.
Almost.
Almost.
Crit.
Okay. Yeah, pretty unlucky game, but like, I'm still a fan of Bughouse's team. You have the Psychic Garbodor to pressure opposing Garb, which really helps for Girder. Like, he sets himself up really nicely with this team. You have the Air Balloon Gardevoir, which is... So I think something me and Bughouse started using around the same time, like a year or 2 ago. Maybe he did it earlier than me, but like, it's pretty much the only stock mid-ground. Just because you have Mold Breaker, like, there's no levitating, and Sock is like an honorary ground type. Like, Choice Band Earthquake is super free for it to click. But
Yeah, Sock's crazy.
now
Crazy
we
good.
have our very own host, LTTM here versus Elodin. Elodin isn't really like a DPP NU player. I don't know if he's ever played it before, but he's definitely an amazing player. Like, one of the highest caliber out there.
That's definitely a Monferno lead too.
Yeah,
That
I
is a
remember.
Monferno lead.
I want to talk something that stories you talked to me about that like I think last week, that non-mainers usually has a freedom of building that usually mainers like don't have like the courage to do, and we can see that on Elodin, not only on that team, but like if you see every single week of Elodin, he usually brings some wacky shit, and it ends up working. I think he's positive, you know.
Yeah, you don't get tunnel vision in tiers that you're new to. Like, if you don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
you can kind of have that outsider perspective and be like, yeah, this looks good. And you don't
Yeah,
have
they ain't
like
ready
this...
for what I'm cooking in ADV.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have like this predisposed notion of what's good and what's not good, even if that's not accurate. Like, I see this all the time in the NU court, and it pisses me off. Someone will be like, oh, that's bad, and then you'll be like, how is it bad? And then they won't even know how to answer you because they don't know how it's bad. They just like say what they think, even though they don't have
It's
a reason to
almost
think it.
It's almost like that bell curve where like the newer players sort of have this like more freedom towards building, whereas like almost as the same as older players, almost, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
if that makes sense,
Yeah.
but
No, I
Can I
get what
pause-
you mean exactly.
Pause it right here. Can I pause
Oh.
the game real quick?
Yep.
So, okay. So, of course, this is me playing. I think I choked on this turn right here coming up,
Okay,
and I
let's
got
see what it is.
well, no spoilers. It's the Gastro comes out. So Gastro on offense usually means it should block earlier. So that means there's
Yep. It's
like a Lanoon in the
Blondion
back.
Memento with Lanoon. Yep, tried and true.
Yeah. Yeah, so I really should have just attacked it with Medicham, but I switched out, and he yawned first, and it put me in a really bad spot. So I can kill it, but then I'm asleep, and he gets the +6 Lanoon, and that I think just wins pretty much from there.
Well, who's in the back for you? Do you have like a Haunter or something?
I've got a Dusclops and a what's it called? I'm having a moment. And a Floatzel.
Okay. Is it Aqua Jet? Because E-Speed is only +1 priority this gen. So there's
Well, it's not gonna,
ways around
it's not
that,
gonna
man.
Oko. Right, but it's not gonna Oko it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got bailed by this freeze.
And then we're gonna watch this Floatzel like do 20% to this each turn. I wonder what is this Custap? Normally you see lefties on this.
I think it.
We
It'll show
discover
here.
now if it's cost step.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, that is funny. That bell curve thing, that usually pertains to me a lot. Because like I'll pick up a new tier just for fun, and then I'll cook, and I'll be like, yo, how does this sound? And the mainers are like, this looks ass, and then I still do well in that tier, just because it's like, just because something is meta, or just because something isn't meta doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah, that's very true. Fresh eyes were a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you feel like you're stale in a tier, go play a different tier and come back.
Yeah,
Sometimes
for
that
sure.
helps.
That's a huge one.
And then this is the S-Toss set. Are you sneak last, or are you gonna take another big hit here?
I feel like, to make
It's
an
not
analogy with SV, Dusclops is the Alolan Muck of DPPNU. Man,
Dude,
that one is
Dusclops
so
is
annoying
so-
to deal with.
He's so good and
it's-
so
It doesn't
broken.
die.
I feel like we're going to see
He's-
like an uptick in Skuntank again, because Skuntank has kind of fallen off. I feel like we're going to see more Skunk just for Clops here.
That mon just runs like max defense and just wisp you, and then you have like one less mon on this.
Yeah, you have to run,
this
like-
cunt.
It
You have to
doesn't
run like
die.
Lumberry with enough bulk to live 2 Earthquakes, which is possible, but definitely annoying. You kind of have to get up spikes to pressure Dusclops. This mod might unironically be broken, but
I think it is from my like brief experience of losing
Yeah.
DPP games.
yeah. Ever since I started using like the max attack sets with Earthquake, like I love this mod. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
This thing used to
I
be
mean,
like
it's
B
not,
tier
it's
too.
not
and now
unbreakable.
It's like the
It's,
best
uh,
mod in the tier, IMO.
Yeah, to me it's S tier mon easily.
It's like
it
him,
shuts down-
Regirock, and Slowking.
It
Definitely a
shuts down
dominant
terrorists, which
Yeah.
is probably one of the best mons on the tier.
Oh, I thought you
and so
said
many
it
others.
shuts down terrorists, and I'm like, yeah, true. Dusclops would do
All-
that.
All three live just by any 1 or 2 hits. They just refuse to die. So here's the results from week 6. We have the Taunting Talonflames versus the Fishing Arcanines. The Arcanines took it 6-4. And then we have the Druds versus the Flagons, the 2 dragons going head to head, where the Flagons came on top 6-4.
Dude, we were down 0-3 at the beginning of that week. I was like, oh man, this sucks. It's not even like we got hacks in those games, I don't think. We just got owned.
It happens. I can't say anything. My team is already eliminated. All right. Next, we got the Vivs versus the Ducks. Vivs took it 7-3.
Man,
Shen, do you have
Vivs
any
took
comments
the
about
own.
that? About this week?
I won mine. That's all I got.
Very great
don't think-
managing site.
You
I have it
guys
in a very
got-
small window.
You guys got packed
That's sad.
up.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
It's because the
think
Vivillons
it-
cheated and got 3 like 20k players for 5k each via retains.
Last series, with the first win of the season, the Ansies win 6-4 for the Pablos.
W.
Yes, we will take it, even though we're out. We can't say we lost every week. It's too late, but I'm still
You
proud of
know-
my team.
A simple statistic: you did better than the Cubans did last year. We
That's
only
not
had a
saying
tie.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our-
well, the Cubans
That-
are
you-
like-
No. Shengineer, you can't laugh because the tie was against you. I lost the game to you because I'm
Oh.
stupid, but like the tie was against you.
Vivs are a very strong team.
Slice
so, like,
is a 20k player. He's
Aren't
like
they,
more
aren't they
3.
still not guaranteed for playoffs?
no, they're guaranteed,
No.
right?
No, they are far from that. If they lose, they are basically out.
Oh, no, it's the
if
Flagons
they-
that are guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good job.
only you are guaranteed.
Just Flagons, yeah.
How'd you Yeah, you really pulled back.
Yeah, I think we were guaranteed by week 4.
Yeah, the 4
And
wins
then
was.
week
good
5 we
enough.
played Vivillons and we didn't even like prep at all, and then they hacked us anyway. So we learned our
If you
lesson.
guys have tied that, would be like sweet.
Not
But
the
it didn't happen.
NUCL Flagons. This is the NUPL
Yeah.
Flagons.
Dude, I
Don't
swear
get it twisted.
I swear my team was good in NUCL. We just got like
I-
hacks in every game.
I will
Oh,
keep
did that
repeating
before.
myself. They were
I
bad.
think
No, dude.
I think that comes up every week.
Yeah.
I will say there are people on there I would draft again, and people I definitely will never draft again in any.
Ah, come
Any
on.
tournament.
Give names, stories.
Like who?
No.
I've mentioned in the Discord. If you really want to do some research, you can find who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tell us in the comments section below who she's
Yeah.
talking about.
I'll comment it to boost the
But
algorithm.
answering your question, LessThanThreeMan, about that week that we lost, we got like hard counter on like 2 slots or something like that. It was kind of sad. You
Oh,
are in the
yeah.
wrong week.
Fusion, we're like, here, we're gonna give you Sun. We think it's time, and then we load into Ambipom.
Yeah,
then
and
it's
then
okay.
like Plague loaded something like some
Like,
Ajo as well, and then
Triple
like
and
Rabia went.
Duracellak. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rabia came with like double prio.
Yeah.
It is
Rough.
looking like Vivs are pretty much in. Like these loss conditions are pretty unrealistic. I'm just looking at the thing Django made here.
If they tie,
With a tie,
Pablo's
they're
need-
in if the Pablos beat Ducks by any score worse than 9-1. And if
Yeah,
one
but
of
that-
Talons or Arcanines lose.
Yeah, but both are winning. That's the biggest problem. Because otherwise, like for us, would be even easier with a tie.
I guess the
But, like-
Arcanines are versus a team that's out, so they're not gonna care. And then the
and you
Talon
guys can be.
Flames,
You are at
Wait.
1-1.
we're down 1-2 right now in the Flygon's Talon Flame series.
Yep. Or even 3-1. No, I think like
No, just
Mind 1.
Yeah, Mind and Ming played. I don't think anyone else played. Well, Violet River won, but
Yeah, she's the goat. Well, I'm hoping you guys win, but like, doesn't seem likely.
yeah, I mean, I haven't done like any prep this week. I'm just saving my energy for playoffs.
It's more than understandable. I would do the same. So like, not that no one can blame you. And not only that, but like, up to that point, like teams had their chance to get the wins and the points they need to go to playoffs. So like, whatever you guys under the NC did this last week doesn't really count. It's for twist for those teams to get you right now, because like, we got you at full force and we almost tied the week. We got almost won the week actually. Like a few unlucky things happened, but like, no excuses. We just need to win this week. We are at 1-1, so
let me
it
look at
can happen.
the Ducks. In with a win, with a tie, they need like
2.
2 to lose.
Like, we can go through if the Druids and actually the most likely result in order for us to go through with a tie, it's the Druids and the Viv series to end up in a tie. That's more likely than any other two do not win. But, well,
the Pablos
let's
are
hope
still
for the
in
best.
too, technically, aren't they?
Yeah, they need to win versus us, and they need like one of the Viv series to have a winner, or actually if they, I don't know how they are in the run. They will try to win as well, so like, not a free win.
Yeah, I'm looking at the sheet, this is super close. 4 teams
Yeah.
tied for 6 points.
Maybe the closest tour.
Yeah, I don't-
Actually,
Team tour.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
I don't think anyone's out except for us, except for the Dancies, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
So yeah, with wins and maybe some other
It's
stuff,
been a
everyone
blast.
else can still make
not
it.
gonna lie. A little bit sad that we are not in the playoffs still, and well, let's see how things go. But like, regardless of that, very fun tour so far.
All right, so who do you guys think will make it to the playoffs?
I think we will.
Flygons are in.
Yeah, Flagons are in, so that's no question. I think, honestly, I think we beat the Pablos. I think I need to think that.
I think you guys get the Pablos.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
must-win week for both of you guys.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think like our SV core will carry us out. That's my belief. Then we have, honestly, believe the Arcanines will make out, because I think like one of like either Druids or Vivs will like end up knocking themselves out.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
Diancies are gonna even try anyway.
No, I think they will.
I'm gonna
Or,
be
like-
real with you. There's been like 10 lines in our Discord so far this week.
Yeah, I mean, like you guys are out. There's no like, unless you guys want to grief Awin's team, which would be pretty fire if you. But, like,
I'm gonna try, but like, you know,
And to be
it's been
fair,
pretty low every week.
even with them trying, like, it's Push, it's Elias, it's BJ, it's a strong
Yeah.
team regardless. So like, even trying, they might lose to them. So like,
Yeah.
imagine
I
with
said,
not
like,
that much on the line.
Arcanines are the scariest team to me, and then we beat them like 7-1 when we played. So.
Yeah, we lost to
Yeah.
them. It was unfortunate. Well, I think so. Flygons, us, Arcanines, and the winner of like Vivs and Druids. I honestly rooting for the Druids, although I have friends on both teams. I think like Oathkeeper kind of deserved that because he drafted a very strong team, and I have like my friends on Esteban and Acid, guys like that, so will not feel bad for rooting for them as well. So that would be my top 4. Oh no, actually that's a lie, that's impossible. So Flygons, us, and the Talonflames, because honestly, Stories, I love you, but I don't believe you will try that much, and probably your team did not have many more than like the dances.
I don't think we prepped in any slot this week. Like I still need to give my SV players teams.
So the Talonflames should have an advantage, and that team to me is scary. Okay, especially because now they found their footing on like Fogmon on ADV, Ming on SV. Now they are scary as hell. So you guys, us, Talonflames.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pass some teams and we'll see what happens.
Honestly,
it would be nice if the op was updated. Like, there's 4 hosts or 3 hosts, and like 5 forum mods, and no one can update this. It's kind of crazy, but you know.
Yeah. And last but not least, I believe the Druids. I think like Alwyn will win, but will not matter because like the Druids will win. So basically that.
I would like to see the Dreads in.
I
love the Vivs too, and lots of other teams, but it's kind of cool to see a comeback for the Oaths.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the Vivs in personally. Like, I have a lot of friends in that team, but at the same time, both teams look very strong.
I hate the Vivs and everything they stand for.
Yeah,
I have friends on both sides, so
I like the Vivs.
I have friends, but like I don't like what they stand for. Like, Etern was super sneaky on the draft, not only for the retain plus the self. Honestly, the thing that most gets me is the self buy. Etern for 15k, it's like robbery in plain sight. It's offensively robbery. It's
I think it's the other
everything wrong on that can happen.
I had Slice and Django written down as potential like buys for SV mainers, because like I can't support every slot by myself. I need a mainer, and then all the retains go through, and there's like no mainers left. And Etern gets 2 of them for free, basically. They're like 10k each or something, right?
Slice as a SV mainer is kind of an overstatement. Like, Slice watch games or like. When was the last time you saw Slice loading a game on SV? Probably the last game was the Polyroth game.
But he can still build. He's not like just a pilot, I think is what she's saying.
Yeah, no, I'd rather him talk. I don't even want him to play. He's ass of the game. Fuck that guy.
I can't really get this against the Vivs. I've had 3 former managers on that team. Like, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, you know, it's fair.
I will be Pokeslice in SV, SS, or Ranbats. I will see you in any of them.
Love his Slice.
Alan.
Yeah, that's my goat. I love him.
Well,
yeah,
that's
no,
my
like,
produce.
like,
Anyone have anything different?
Getting Django, Pokeslice, and Etern for what, 35k total for 3 of like the top players in their pools? Like that's ridiculous to me. Especially because I had 0 retains. I didn't have anyone, bro. My 2 best players on my old retains list were Freesai and the Franklin, and neither of them signed up. So I was just fucked.
We had Ninja, and that's all.
But it hasn't mattered because you guys are doing great. So.
Retains are a bait, you know. There's always more potential for less money somewhere out there in the pool, and you found it.
That's actually bars, Shengineer. That's bar as hell.
That is true.
Thank you guys for joining us so much here on the Week 6 NUPL coverage. Remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for more nut.